Brought to you by GatewayCitySavers.com.
It's the Rams Blitz with Brian Stull, exclusively on 101ESPN.com.
Hey, welcome to the first Rams Blitz for the 2010 season. I'm your Rams sideline reporter, Brian Stull. Couple things to watch this Sunday as the Rams travel to the Black Hole to face the Oakland Raiders. Couple game time decisions injury-wise on the defense. Clifton Ryan, he missed practice on Thursday. He was back at Rams Park on Friday, but he did not participate. He's dealing with some migraines. If he gets through the whole weekend with no further symptoms, they're going to try and let him go on Sunday, but that's going to have to be a wait-and-see deal for Cliff Ryan. Justin King, who's dealing with the hamstring coming out of Sunday's loss against Arizona, he was more involved in practice on Friday, but again, not exactly sure how that's going to respond over the weekend, so Steve Spagnuolo not ready to make any commitment as to who's going to be starting on Sunday. A couple other players in the mix there. If Justin King can't go, Jerome Murphy, an expanded role. He's already going to be involved with the loss of Kevin Dockery, but also a possibility that Marquise Johnson, one of the other draft picks currently on the practice squad, could be activated. So we'll have to wait and see. A lot going on over the weekend. Also playing an impact on how the Rams set their roster this Sunday will be special teams. David Vobora could have an expanded role because Chris Chamberlain, we know, is out with that turf toe situation. The Rams lose Josh Hull this week, so Vobora expected to pick up some of the slack. He's already part of that 53, part of the 45-man roster. He's there. A couple of additions, though, this week. Brian Keel, the linebacker who was claimed on Tuesday off waivers from the New York Giants. As a rookie, he played under Steve Spagnuolo in New York. He comes down, familiar with the defense, can work in at the weak side linebacker, but more importantly, he's a guy who led the Giants on special teams tackles last year, so expect him to take over a lot of that slack with the loss of Chamberlain and Josh Hull. But again, figured David Vobora is going to be in the mix there, maybe a couple of other guys taking some of that responsibility. But one other option with that is adding Dominique Curry to special teams. That could impact the offense. Both Dominique Curry and Brandon Gibson got some reps this week on offense at wide receiver. We'll have to see if one of those guys or both of those guys could be called up. It's going to be interesting to see how Steve Spagnuolo juggles some of those spots. And again, all of these injuries tying together, so a lot of game time decisions come Sunday. That's it for this first edition of the Rams Blitz of 2010. I'm Brian Stull for 101 ESPN and 101ESPN.com.